The data analytics market is collapsing. Competition is insane, salaries are shrinking, and some companies don't even need analysts anymore. At the same time, other people are getting hired, working from home and living the life. So today I'm just going to show you exactly why data analytics isn't actually dead to everyone and 5 reasons that it might still be worth it for you. So let's just start with the average yearly salary across the United States for all jobs. Forbes says that it's around $59,000 per year or $28 per hour. However, this is going to vary a lot between the states, and in California it's around $73,000 per year, but as you know, the cost of living is going to be much higher too. And for data analysts, the average salary in 2024 was around $79,000 per year. But we can still see that some data analysts are going to earn like $50,000 on the low end, and others are going to be earning like $124,000 on the high end. So it's safe to say that regardless, they're making good money. But who can actually become a data analyst? Because other data jobs are going to require a lot of technical skills, like the data scientist and the data engineer, and they often need like a bachelor's degree or even a master's degree and exceptional programming skills. But that's not going to be the case for a data analyst. So yes, a degree is going to be really helpful, it's going to help you a lot, but the barrier to entry is going to be much lower. And you don't need to be an expert programmer, you don't need to have a strong background in mathematics, as long as you can understand basic high school math and you have the ability to learn. That's the biggest thing. And that is a massive advantage, allowing people to get into data analytics even from a non-technical background. It's also, unfortunately, the reason why so many people want to become a data analyst, and that makes it more competitive, because it's just more of a beginner-friendly data role than the other data roles. And that brings us to point number 3, which is going to be the work of a data analyst. There are so many jobs where you don't see the value that you actually bring. But as a data analyst, your data-driven insights are going to make a real difference. Now, that's not to say that you'll be doing everything, just loving everything that you'll do. It's important to realize that it's not all about analyzing data, and there's going to be parts that you don't like. But as always, there's always going to be parts of a job that people don't enjoy. So some parts can, of course, get repetitive, like data cleaning, which people often mention. That's something to keep in mind. But still, overall, data analysts are actually very happy with their jobs. And when people are asked if they would do something different, most people simply say no. And so here's the next reason it might still be worth becoming a data analyst. And it's to do with competition. Is data analytics really that competitive? Well, yes, it's hard for beginners due to the influx of new other beginners. But I'm not going to be here to complain, right? Data analytics and data science as a whole is actually growing, and it's growing fast. And companies need data to improve, make smarter decisions, and make more money, which will only continue to grow in the future. Data skills are in high demand across industries, whether you want to work in medical industry, you want to work in finance, tech, marketing, supply chains, and whatever you want to do. And something to also keep in mind is that many job listings are not actually called data analysts. They might be called marketing or supply chain analyst, but they're still using the similar skill sets that you can leverage across industries. And it also means that you can grow into many different roles and find what you really like, and your skills are going to be in demand across these different industries. So while there's also been some concern about AI and its potential impact, I don't think that you need to worry too much, because sure, job responsibilities are going to change with new tools, and that's how it works. But the underlying goal of using data for insights and needing some person somewhere in the process, I don't think is going away anytime soon. But if you think that you're always going to be working in Excel and doing the same pivot tables, probably not. All right, so reason number 5 is actually remote work. Most jobs require you to be on site, and they don't allow work from home, which so many people love to do. And that's not the case for data analysts, who can literally, in most cases, do their work from anywhere. Now, some companies are going to ask for you to be on site, but many companies also allow work from home. And tech and analytics as a whole are amongst the most work from home friendly industries, meaning that working from home or, around the world is already pretty normal. And that is both as an employee, but you can also even work as a freelancer and travel around the world or whatever you want to do. And so to become a data analyst fast, I actually created a free roadmap, which you can check out in the video description. I made it for you. And also watch this video somewhere here on the screen next. I made it for you as well.